One of my favorite quotes from a movie I highly recommend, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. And the quote is this: the Indians have a saying, everything will be all right in the end. So if things are not all right, it is not yet the end. I have used this quote for myself in my life for many, many years, and also as part of my teachings. And this week's teaching of what we're going to take from our yoga into our lives is about patience with a little bit of optimism. So when we look at the beautiful gifts of the practice, in that we don't come into it with perfect bodies, and we're always in chapters of our life as well. So one chapter might be where I'm feeling light and happy, and other days or other chapters where I'm more heavy and sad. But our practice is a place where we are able to show up and be present in the moment, present in this day, this body, and to set intentions for ourselves. One of the examples I use is when I started this practice decades ago. I had a very, very, very stiff back, lower back pain. And it didn't take me 1 year or 2 years. It took me many years to be where I am today. Although I'm older in age, my back is much happier than it was when I was a young woman starting this practice. And I reflect on that now, and I reflect on what that takes is what we talked about last week: dedication, determination, devotion, discipline. But it also takes patience, where I'm not expecting to change overnight. I'm not even expecting to change in that first year or so. And we take that and look at, like, where in our lives are we impatient? Where in our lives do we just want things to be different? We know what we want, and how soon can we get it? Whereas the practice itself and walking through it with patience has its own jewels and gifts. So this week, join me as I use some really sweet examples, like from Punjabi Joyce. When I remember in India, we used to be in a pose that was really difficult, and we couldn't quite do it, or we were struggling with it, and he would lovingly say to us with a smile, "No problem, you doing tomorrow." And although we knew tomorrow we probably wouldn't be able to do it, maybe not for a year or a lifetime, it was this beautiful way of encouraging us and loving us that I like to continue to share with my students as we joke around and say that. But also, again, yoga off our mats into our lives when we say, tomorrow will be better. We can say with our quote, it's not the end yet. So join me for our teachings this week on the importance of using our practice for patience, and also to give us that optimism.